Hello, and welcome in to the Swarm right here on the Hive Media. It is Monday, so that means it's Wrestling Day, and we are here to talk about the week that was. A lot of talk about in the WWE. Big week in WWE was John Cena's last time in Boston. They started the Last Time Is Now tournament this week. They're ramping up to Survivor Series in a few weeks. So a big week. And then we will be moving over to the AEW world and previewing next weekend or this weekend's Full Gear pay-per-view, in which we will tell you in a little bit. You'll be able to watch that along with CJ and myself right here. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few. But first and foremost, CJ, how are we doing over there, my friend?
Pretty good. As we have told people this before, we record this on Sunday afternoons, kind of in between the NFL games. And it's nice to see all these garbage teams that are going to lose to the Patriots in the playoffs play, since we played on Thursday. It's very nice.
There we go.
Can't complain. It's tough being this good,
We'll talk about it on the sports show, but I am very nervous that the Patriots are primed for one of those. They're going to go 13-4, and it's like, hell yeah, we're good. And then Kansas City comes to town, and
Kansas City's losing as we record this.
But
and the Jaguars just won. They might not make the playoffs.
Or Baltimore, or just one of those veteran teams.
Yeah, sure.
Comes to Foxborough the second week and fucking beats us, and we're like, okay.
But the Patriots on Thursday was not the biggest thing that happened in Massachusetts last week, JPJ.
No, what was? Can you inform the people?
John Felix Anthony Cena.
Exactly.
Surely. Oh, so he had his last match then in Boston.
He did
this week.
He had his whole last appearance in Boston as a person. I was.
He's gonna die now. Okay, well, John Cena has passed away. Wow.
They even showed the "Welcome to West Newbury" sign, and I was on that road that day.
You're gonna see your poster
where that sign is. That road is. That's a common road I go down. Bananas. I was like, when the hell?
Because you are from the best area in the world, of course. As am I, but I don't live there anymore. But
yeah, there's no debate.
Not comparable. Yeah.
No debate that it is the best area of this country at the very least. But yeah, so John Cena had his last Raw, his last appearance ever in Boston, and I'm not going to lie to you, this was a fabulous Raw.
It was the best of the year, I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, this was the best Raw in a hot minute, at minimum. And Triple H doesn't like to be the center.
No, it was nice to see him for once.
Yeah, he does not like to be out there. He does not like all the attention. So he was like, you know what? Let me start this show. So Triple H starts the show.
To be fair, he is good at setting things up, though, even though
yeah, I get it.
But it's nice that he's not, like, he's willing to come out every once in a while, because he does hate the spotlight, so that's good.
Yeah, he's not a fan of the spotlight, so for him to do that, that had to be a lot for him. But, he amps up the crowd. He says, it's a very divisive world out there. Nobody really agrees on anything, but where we are tonight in Boston, I think it's safe to say that we can all agree the greatest of all time, John Cena, blah, 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 hypes up Cena. Crowd is amped up like you dream about. And Cena comes out. The crowd is just a hero's welcome, ridiculously loud pop. Cena's emotional. You could tell he was emotional. Big thank you, Cena chants ring out, all that good stuff. And he makes an announcement here, CJ. So he's talking about, I want to leave this place better than I found it. I want to give back, the typical I'm leaving soon, guys, type shit. And he says that he talked to Hunter and he wants to give back to the younger generation. And he announces that the Saturday night's main event, his last match on December 13th in Washington, D.C., will not only be his last match, but every match on the show, with I assume the exception of his last match, will be somebody from the WWE main roster versus somebody from NXT. And I think that's kind of cool. So I'm cool with that. And we find out a little later that next week, tonight, or tomorrow morning, wherever you are, but on this week's Raw, we have an NXT person fighting someone from the main roster in this tournament. And I had to get off camera almost when they announced that match. I was like, you need to hose me down right here. That match is and we'll talk about it. But so great promo by Cena. He announces that. He keeps on going. He's talking about, when he announced this full year, there was one place he knew he had to go. It was Boston. He goes, I don't book the dates. I don't book the times. I just knew like, hey, I need to go to Boston. It felt to me, CJ, that Triple H, at least, I feel like, knows that Boston got fucked here. Boston got fucked with the last match, and they were like, we're going to give you a really good Raw. We're going to give you a really good Raw.
We've said this several times. Triple H has shortcomings, obviously, booking, but I don't think some of these decisions are his, and I think this is one that falls under that category.
Yeah, Triple H is from New England. Like he born and raised. Like he was in Connecticut. He lived in that, trained in Nashville. Like he's from the area. I feel like when we got this show, this was hey, the last match should probably be here, but it is what it is. So we're gonna give him something special. That's what we're gonna do.
They did.
Yeah. So Cena's, starts to thank the fans. I wouldn't be able to do this without blah, blah, blah. Dominic Mysterio comes out. Unbelievable. He comes out, and Dom does it where he doesn't even pay attention to Cena. He comes out, and he just goes right to Triple H, and he goes, I want to know what you're going to do about what happened last week. And Cena's just kind of in the ring like, and the crowd is chanting, shut the fuck up. They're just going after Dom. He goes, my deadbeat dad, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I'm the guy that interrupts old men, blah, blah, blah. And then, he goes, tonight's not about John Cena. It's not about Boston. He goes, so why don't you step in the corner or I'll put you down, old man. And then Cena's kind of like laughing, like, all right, kid. They go a little back and forth. And John Cena basically says, on most nights, I'd just let you have your night and that'd be fine, but not tonight, not here. So you better be careful about what you say. And Dom doesn't back down at all, CJ. Doesn't back down at all. He goes back at Cena, and then Triple H kind of interrupts and goes, all right, well, since you said any time, any place, Dom, you're going to defend that IC title tonight, right now, against John Cena. And then we had this match.
What do you think about the match?
I thought it was really good. I thought Dom, listen, what do you want me to say? He has earned this. Dom has earned this, and he earned this spot, and this match was really good. The crowd was hot throughout the whole match.
Yeah.
And at the end of this, John Cena wins the Intercontinental Championship. He becomes a Grand Slam champion in his hometown, Boston, which we've kind of been talking about for a few weeks that we were thinking that might happen. It does happen. And I thought that this first 45 minutes of Raw was just focused on Cena and focused on Boston and being from here. I thought they did good throughout the night. Like they really put over Boston as a city throughout this show as well. I love this. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I have no complaints. Like you said, it was pretty much about the city and then Cena as well. But I predicted, not like predicted, but I thought he was going to win the IC title and then lose it either in his last match or at Survivor Series. But like, who I think is going to win the tournament, I don't necessarily want with the IC title. Is the only problem I have.
Yeah. Did we hear that this gentleman's coming back later on in this episode of Raw that we think's going to win this tournament?
The match that you needed to go off camera for.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
I might have to turn the camera off on the watch along.
They need to have the other guy win by nefarious means, and I'd piss my pants if you won the IC title.
Like, here's my thing. I would love that. But I feel like once you kind of give him this opponent, it's like, well, I don't know if that's.
Well, you could have whoever the other guy's next feud is cost him the match.
That's fair. I wouldn't hate it.
But it's not. He's gonna win. So let's.
Yeah. So Cena's the Grand Slam champion. First time ever he wins the IC title.
That's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, really. It really is. He gets on the mic. He thanks Boston. He does the champ is here. And then, we see him in Gorilla. Rey Mysterio goes up to him, shakes his hand. He says, hey, Dom needed an ass whooping like that. Cena's like, he's a good kid. Cena was so corny here. He's like, he's a good kid. Hope he learned his lesson. I doubt it.
Such an old man response.
Yeah. Cody's back there. He's like, oh, I couldn't miss this, blah, blah, blah.
We got the Cody, Cena, and Punk picture. A lot of the titles. That was kind of cool.
We did. That was cool. And that was it. That was it on that end of things. On Raw, we also had the last time as now tournament started up. We had first round match. Damian Priest and Rusev had a match, which Rusev won, which I thought was the right decision. Mm-hmm. I was happy Rusev won. And then later on in the evening in the tournament, it was Sheamus and Shinsuke. I really enjoyed this match. And Sheamus ended up beating Shinsuke later on.
Is there a chance we get the guy we were speaking about earlier versus Rusev in the final? Because, oh my Lord. We're talking about some serious shit there.
I would assume.
That is wonderful.
I wouldn't hate him and Sheamus in the second round. Run that back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And then that guy versus LA Knight, I guess.
Yeah, something. We'll see. But I thought that was good. Both those matches were good. The other big thing that happened, Raquel Rodriguez was going against Stephanie Vaquer for the WWE Women's Championship. They had a pretty good match in which Vaquer won with that corkscrew moonsault she has. And then after the match, Roxanne, who was out there, got in the ring, started attacking. Nikki Bella, who was also out there, fights him off. And then we got it. Nikki Bella turns heel. She hits Stephanie Vaquer with the title. She, rips off the red, and she's wearing all black, and she holds the title up. She's talking shit, and she leaves. So Nikki Bella turns. We assume we're going to be getting that at Survivor Series, Stephanie and Nikki for the title. Yep. I thought that was a good piece of business. I mean, I think everybody kind of saw it coming for a little bit, but I thought they executed it well, CJ.
Yeah, again, predictable doesn't mean bad, so if it's done correctly. So
yeah.
And she's going to get a nice pop there, even though she's a heel. In her hometown, so that'll be good.
Yep.
By the way, I know this is the wrestling show, but I have the games on my TV. The San Francisco 49ers just blocked a field goal, and it still went in.
And
I've never seen that before. And it went in, because that's how short the field goal was.
Oh, all right. Wow.
Just unbelievable.
That's impressive.
Well, there you go. Actually, there you go. Hometown, right?
Yeah.
San Francisco's not in San Diego, but it's close enough.
Yep. And then the main event, actually, was Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair defending the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against the Kabuki Warriors. And, this could have gone either way. I feel like I had picked the Kabuki Warriors, but I know Josh thought that Alexa and Charlotte were going to, so we were kind of split on the watch-along. We saw Lash Legend and Nia Jax, the newly formed duo there. They showed up. They got involved a little bit, and they helped distract Charlotte. They actually helped break up the figure eight and kind of save Asuka in that. And then we saw a double team out of nowhere, and the Kabuki Warriors won by pinfall, and they are the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I thought that was the right call too, CJ.
Just hilarious, those two. And then it just helps that they're very good wrestlers as well. Yeah. But when we've said this 1,000 times about a lot of the women's division, it doesn't matter who you put together; it's going to be a great match 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And these are, I guess, depending on your opinion. Some people think Charlotte Flair's the best wrestler of all time or garbage, which doesn't make any sense. But these are four of the top 8 women's wrestlers in the company.
Easily. I mean, they're right up there. And then after the match, the 4 heels. The Kabuki Warriors, Nia, and Lash Legend start beating down Alexa Bliss and Flair. And then we see Io Sky, who we haven't seen in a few weeks. She comes out and she gets a flare in, but then I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to do that. But she gets a few moves in, and the numbers game.
That's a professional right there.
It is. And then we see Rhea Ripley make her return, and she's wearing a mask.
Easily,
she other
than
badass.
Cena, the biggest pop of the night. Easily.
and she looked like a badass with the mask because she broke her nose, unfortunately, in Japan. She gives Kairi Sane a razor's edge out of the ring onto the other three, and the camera angle they showed, I thought Kairi was gonna die. I was like, she's falling right to the ground. Nobody's catching her. But great ending to Raw, setting up War Games. Rhea kind of goes on the ropes. She screams War Games.
And then in a digital exclusive thing that they do, EO Sky Screen War Games, it was hilarious.
Yeah. And then earlier in the night, there was a segment that involved Rhodes, CM Punk and Logan Paul and the Bronze, and Jey Uso and Cody came out to even the odds and stuff like that. And then later on, there was a segment in the back with Punk, Cody, and Jay, and Pierce walks over and he's like, "Oh, you guys, you know where this is going." Yeah. And Punk just goes, "Regal," and you just see William Regal walking the frame. War Games. Hilarious.
Yeah, it was good. You gotta have William Regal in some capacity, obviously.
Yeah, that made me laugh. I was like, that needs to happen every single year. Mm-hmm. But yes, so they're starting to build towards the women's War Games. But then, if you fast forward to Friday, the show starts with Rhea and EO. They show up. They cut a promo talking about, blah, blah, blah. And then they start mentioning War Games. They call out Alexa and Charlotte. And Charlotte goes, "Hey, Alexa, I trust Alexa. She's my partner, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not doing War Games. I'm out. I'm not on the team. I'm not doing it." Which was a wrinkle. I didn't see that one coming.
No.
Obviously,
it's California.
Yeah. But Charlotte's going to end up back on the team.
Yeah, probably.
Come on. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
No,
we had a couple more Cena tournament matches. Main event, Jey Uso. And this is arguably the best thing The Miz has done in years, is they were going to do the run back of the song, and The Miz interrupted it. And I was like, what a hero. But The Miz obviously does not win this match. Jey Uso wins and advances, as you would expect. And then the cool part, I loved it. LA Knight had a mystery opponent, and that mystery opponent was not Matt Cardona. No, it was Zack Ryder. And I fucking loved every second of it. I loved every second of it. Good for that guy. Yeah. That guy's worked his ass off since he left, and good for that guy. I think it's probably a one and done, but they should bring that guy back.
I agree.
I don't know why you're not. That guy would be a great, mid to upper mid-level guy for you. His wife's there. She's great. Put them together, for crying out. Although the Ethan Page, Chelsea Green thing is too good. But you know what I mean. Like, it's a no-brainer.
Imagine those two as a tag team, and she's like their valet type of guy.
Yeah, like no-brainer to me. But Zack Ryder, LA Knight had a fine match. LA Knight obviously won. So LA Knight and Jey Uso advance on SmackDown. Seems to be, that makes sense. Oh, on Raw.
I was going to say, we're going to get to this? Or?
Yeah, I know. The match that I need to get hosed down for. They announced that Javon Evans is going against Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Listen. Unbelievable.
My God, CJ.
Mm-hmm. Gunther's going to win, but I want Javon Evans to win.
Yeah, that's fine. I agree with you, actually. Cody and the main event of the show ended in a DQ, or just that the match just never finished.
It had to.
God bless. Big Bronson Reed, Cody Rhodes. I was actually excited for this match. I was like, ooh, all right, that's good. Fucking, and then it just, typical stuff. Logan Paul was out there. The Usos came out. They lay out, they give Paul the 1D. They get a table. Drew McIntyre kind of cuts Jimmy off, knocks him to the floor, gets Logan off the table. All this comes out. He's yelling at Heyman. They go through all this stuff, and oh my God. And Bronson Reed hits the splash on Cody.
Brody King, huh?
What
hard to think about AEW. Brody.
I said Brody King. Oh, no, yeah. No, Bronson Reed hits the splash on Cody to end the segment, and then Heyman handed Drew McIntyre the contract, and they shake hands. So Drew McIntyre is going to be on the Vision War Games team. That makes sense, yeah?
Yeah. Probably thought that was going to happen before this segment even happened.
Yeah. What else happened on SmackDown? Ilya Dragunov defeated Axiom in another open challenge, another great match. Ilya's just incredible.
Making up for lost time.
You know? That's kind of a perfect spot for him, though. It's kind of a perfect spot for him.
And especially because it kind of works if you don't have any long-term storyline for him right now, too. He can just do this every week. No one's going to fucking complain.
No, because he's just going to have banger matches with, like, fresh names and good, you know? Jade Cargill dominated B-Fab in a nice little splash. And then it looks like they're setting up another – it looks like it's going to be Mia Yim and Jade Cargill soon, kind of, you know, in another one of these quick, like, showcase matches for Jade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, with how good Raw is, though, SmackDown. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it paled in comparison. But big news, it was announced, it was reported that Joe Hendry has officially signed a WWE contract.
Something we talked about at the very end of the sports show, something that happened on TNA might mean someone else on WWE. That's what it seems like.
We're going to talk. Can we talk about
disgusting.
Can we talk?
Yeah,
okay.
Just real quick. Yeah, please.
Okay. I'm going to try not to yell. You build to Mike Santana being the hero of TNA for months, like months. And everybody's cool with it. All the fans are cool with it. We all like Mike Santana. We all like it. Yeah, like we all love Mike Santana. We're like, fuck yeah, this makes sense. This should be the guy. Absolutely cool. You should have done it when it was in New York in front of his people, his hometown.
In front of you, at least.
Yeah. And then you're like, all right, Bound for Glory is like their WrestleMania. It's their biggest show. You do it. It goes over well. Then you go dark for a month. So you don't even really get to properly celebrate the man winning the title. And then on the first show you have back, and I don't care that it's Frankie Kazarian. I have no problem with it being Frankie Kazarian. All right? Frankie Kazarian's a veteran. I have no problem with that. On the first show back, you have Mike Santana lose the title in a cash-in thing. Are you fucking kidding me? What is that?
I don't know. I want to talk about it, but it makes no sense. There's nothing else really to say about it. It just makes no sense.
I can't even
fathom. He didn't show up at Victory Road, did he? Or Turning Point, whatever the hell it was.
I don't believe so. No. It makes no sense to me. And that's what most people are saying is, well, you know, a lot of people, there's nothing that's been reported, but a lot of people, you know, when, you know, they're doing their, you know, their takes on it, they're like, well, they're not going to, you know, his contract's up at the end of the year or soonish or whatever, and he's probably going to go to WWE, which WWE would be smart to offer him a contract. He was excellent when he was used in NXT. Like, he'll clearly be over. But, like, even so, if he has another month on the contract, do that shit 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
The first night back? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
AEW time.
Anyway.
The two AEW guys, as we know.
We are. You are. I mean, you are the AEW guy.
I am the AEW. That's true. Everybody knows that.
This is probably not the final card. They will definitely add
7 main card matches. No way.
Yeah, they're definitely going to add matches here. So CJ and I will put out a graphic, or we will put out something with the matches that come out. Morning. You know, yeah. But we have 7 main card matches. We do have a couple pre-show matches already announced. It's Boom and Doom, which is Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall going up against Roppongi Vice, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta. And then we have Max Caster and Anthony Bowens reuniting in a $200,000 4-way tag team match. They will be going against the Bang Bang Gang, which is Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson, Big Bill and Brian Keith, and the Outrunners. So the Acclaimed returning, as that's kind of the storyline they've been doing there. So those matches should be fine. I wouldn't be shocked if 2 more matches get added to the pre-show. That seems to be the formula they do there. All right. What's going on? The dog's going crazy on you, bro?
Yeah, every time I record this.
The dogs
I'm completely rearranging this room after this. So this is
what do they do?
This dog, Tatum, obviously the old one ain't. She goes under my really expensive monitor that's right here and then tries to jump on the bed and her ass almost hits the TV every time. So it's just an absolute nightmare. So I'm just gonna figure it out. I'll figure it
out. That's hilarious.
It's horrible.
Oh.
And then the older one runs around the edge of the bed. That way Tatum can't jump up there. And then just snaps at her every time she tries to jump.
That's hysterical. That's hysterical.
An absolute disaster.
How do you feel about AEW coming out with another title? Did they need another title?
Oh yeah, there's only 36 of them. You want to start with that one? Although we don't know every participant.
Well, yeah, we just don't know everybody that's in it.
Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Ricochet, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey are the announced participants right now.
Yeah.
It is a casino gauntlet for the AEW national title, by the way.
I love the casino gauntlet matches. I think it's a great match that AEW's come up with. And I think they do it well. I mean, if we're only allowed to pick out of the names that we know, obviously for me, I feel like it's a no-brainer. It should be Bobby Lashley.
We'll do that, and then when it's fully announced, well, it might not even be fully announced. So, but we will.
Well, there's definitely going to be some surprises, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. We might. You want to just nix this one, honestly?
What do you mean?
There's no way we can really pick who wins.
Well, let's wait to see. Let's wait.
I'm tentatively picking Lashley.
Yeah, I would tentatively be going that way as well. Yeah. So then we have ourselves a $1 million trios match.
I would like to enter this if possible.
I mean, can we find a partner?
Please. And to a chance to win $1 million, I think we'd have a lot of suitors, to be honest.
Now, because it's a trios, there's no does trios have DQs?
I believe so.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's only when there's 3 teams, not 3-on-3.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be the only way we would win.
We could do like Santino Marella at the 40-man Rumble in Boston, I think it was. Del Rio was celebrating, then Santino was under the ring the whole time. Yeah, we could just kind of go under the ring, wait for someone to hit a finisher, and then just go in.
I was there live that night, by the way.
That was the most insane pop ever when he came in the ring. When Del Rio was celebrating.
Oh, yeah.
And then Santino came in the ring and did the Cobra.
Well, if Santino would have won the Rumble right there, that place would have exploded.
Yes.
And that was the same year that the next year. No, was that the same one that the next month at the Chamber he almost beat Daniel Bryan?
Yes.
In the Chamber? Or was that because they did that with Santino for a little bit?
They kept teasing he was going to win. Yeah.
Yes. And the crowd was always like, come on, just give it to him once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so good. It is Kenny Omega and your favorite tag team, Jurassic Express.
It's the worst tag team.
Going up against Josh Alexander and the Bucks of Youth, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. The Young Bucks are turning babyface. I think they're in the process of turning babyface. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
The Young Bucks, they've been doing this money thing and all this fun stuff.
I would love to be as poor as them, by the way.
Oh, tremendous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don Callis is trying to recruit the Young Bucks to the Callis family,
right.
But the Young Bucks have said from the beginning, we're never joining your family, dude. From the beginning, and they're holding pat. I do think the Young Bucks are going to turn babyface somewhat soon. I am picking Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express to win this one here.
I am as well. I refuse to speak any further about that team.
I think Kenny will pin Josh Alexander.
Okay.
With the one winged angel.
Okay. Yep. I could see that happening. I think Josh is there to take the win, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're gonna win as well against my better judgment.
Okay.
You pick. Can
no, you can pick. I picked the last one.
We'll just get like the last non-stipulation of title fight out. Darby and Pac. I think this is pretty standard Darby here, in my opinion.
Yes. Okay. That's how I'm feeling. This match should be really good, obviously, with these two guys. I'm expecting it to be excellent. Pac is just unbelievable. But yeah, this is Darby and his never-ending quest to murder Jon Moxley. So
I think he gets beat down after the match, though.
You don't think we ever move on from this? What like
I
does
would love
Darby?
it personally.
Darby has already beaten Moxley.
Twice.
He beat Moxley twice. So what if he beats Pac? Then what? He's going back up to Mox. He's already
Yeah,
beat
so you're
Mox.
beating like your henchman now. Like what? You're going backwards. At this point.
Mox was the final boss. There, he should be on to something else. Whatever.
I think
Again,
they're just waiting to.
I'm not upset about having to watch that match. It's going to be
No.
great. But
I think they're just waiting to have a heel world champion before they do anything with Darby. Is what I think is happening.
All right,
it's gonna be wild.
fair.
To be fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Then we have Brodito defending the tag titles against Fatur, as you like to call him, for the AEW World Tag Team titles.
I love
unfortunately
Brodito.
think it's our time. I think it's our team's time to lose the titles finally. Unfortunately,
yes. I was just gonna say I love Brodito. I think that they are one of the best put together tag teams of all
pissed
time.
that we said Brodito's losing. By the way,
I know, but I think it's time. I think this is where it ends. FTR wins.
Yeah, Fatur.
This will be great.
Oh please!
This should be one of, if not maybe, the best match of the night. This match is gonna fucking rule.
Yep, I agree. Another match that should rule because he's not fighting for a world title. Mark Briscoe is challenging Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title in a no DQ match. It's weird that
there's also a stip. If
Briscoe
loses, he has to join the Don Callis family.
Yeah, which I think will happen because I think Kyle Fletcher beats.
I agree. Although I would like to see Mark Briscoe win.
Yeah, he's allowed to win that. I'm allowing him to win that title.
Yeah,
nothing.
But I don't think. Here's the thing. I think that Mark Briscoe should win this match, and he should be TNT champion. I think that's a fucking good spot for him. But
so call it.
I'm not being a bitch. I just think Fletcher is in that time where he needs to dominate for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like unfortunate timing.
Right.
To me, because I wouldn't want Fletcher to lose this match, but I think Briscoe kind of needs to win the match.
Okay.
With that being said, I'm still going to pick Fletcher because I just don't think it's time for him to lose the title.
Yeah. We'll flip it here a little bit. We'll go world title next. Hangman, I think the outcome is much more obvious in this one than the other one. Hangman Adam Page defending against Samoan Joseph, as William Regal called him, for the AEW World Title. Hangman Page defending against Mojo.
Steel cage.
Steel cage, yeah.
And a steel cage. Yeah, I mean, look at. I think Joe has a better chance to win this one than he did the last one.
I agree.
With that being said, I think Hangman Adam Page is the best world heavyweight champion in all of professional wrestling. And I don't think that ends because he is. He is.
Sure.
In my opinion. Hangman's going to continue being that champion of the fucking world, as he said. After he won the title.
Don't agree with your first comment, but I do agree with your result. But yeah.
Well, who would you have?
Well, we're not counting women.
No, you can count women. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't like women's wrestling, so
what? What are you talking about? You can count women. I mean, who would your number one be then?
Well, what kind of like metric are we using here?
I just think that Hangman is just the best. I just think he's the best baby face. Like he's just the best world champion. I think the promo, his match quality. Guy. I love Stephanie. She would be. Yeah, she's probably the second I would pick. Man, she'd be my number 2.
She just has everything. This is not like Hangman's ass or anything. I'm not saying that.
No, of course not.
Again, you can. And he's not overrated, but I mean, he can you cannot be number one and still be great, obviously. But no one wants to hear that. If you don't have someone number one, you think they're a piece of shit and should pass away. That's how it is. But yeah, I would just have Stephanie number one personally.
That's fair.
I think the person we're about to talk about is in the discussion, JPJ. Miss Statlander defending against 13 belt Monet now. Yep. And what I think should be the main event, just because I think there's not much of a chance Samoa Joe wins, and I think Mercedes Moné losing clean would be a bigger deal to go off the show with. That's just my opinion, and that's what I think happens here in this match.
I would love this to main event. I think it should main event like you. And I am in agreement with you. I think Mercedes is losing this match. I think Statlander, she's 0-2 against Mercedes in the previous 2 matches. They've had great matches. But I think now she's the champ. She needs to continue to establish herself as a good fighting, winning champion. And beating Mercedes would do a lot for Statlander in doing so. So I agree with you. I think Statlander should win and win clean Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You there?
My
Okay.
whole setup just disconnected. But luckily
You
were in
did
the
you
middle of
did
talking. It
flicker.
wasn't when I did.
You did flicker.
Yeah, it was very odd. But yeah, so you picked Stat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it makes too much sense for her to win, in my opinion.
I agree. What
And again,
matches?
this is a thing where Mercedes doesn't lose anything, so she can still talk shit. I'm 13 belts more, yada yada yada. So.
I mean, at some point though, the downfall of Mercedes has to start, does it not?
And I think this could be a safe spot for it to start or not start because she doesn't lose anything here.
Yeah,
So
but
I think
I
it kind
feel
of
like
gives you both ways.
I feel like we've had multiple opportunities for them to do that already, and they just haven't.
The Tony thing and
yeah, the tournament. I thought to get to Tony was a way to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. But
I think these companies are still smart to put the title on her. That's just me.
I agree.
People lost their minds when she won that title last night.
I know.
They were pissed. They were fucking pissed.
But people, listen. She's one of the landscape when it comes to people when it's her. It is like you have people that are way, way, way over here, like pro, like Stan.
Like
Mercedes.
I said about Hangman, if you don't think she's amazing, you think she's shit. That's what people.
Yeah, it's very bizarre to me.
It's either their profile picture is her with all her titles, or you think she's the worst wrestler in the world.
Yeah. I don't know,
and
man. It's very weird.
No offense to these promotions. Who is watching? The people that are complaining couldn't name one other person on any of these cards she wrestles on.
No.
So what the fuck do you care that they give her the title?
Because people just want to hate
on the company.
No, people just want to hate on. You don't think it's good for those small companies to have Mercedes Moné as their fucking champion? Are you kidding me?
If AEW gave her 8 titles, I'd be like, okay, like we could have a good discussion about that.
Exactly.
Like if she had the world title, the women's world title, the TNT, like okay, we could talk
like who
about
gives
that.
a shit if she's going to Italy one weekend and winning a small fucking? Who gives a shit?
The people that are complaining, oh, this fucking, I hate her, she sucks, fucking on Twitter again, couldn't name one person on the card that she won the title on. They couldn't name who she beat. Never mind who's on the card.
Yeah. It makes no sense. Yeah, like I don't understand why people care. But people only care because it's her.
Who is going to even know this card in Italy is happening? Now people might go on YouTube and search up the show knowing she's defending the title next week or whatever.
Yeah. Or if you're a wrestling fan in Italy, then I assume that Italian wrestling
you're free
scene.
For the night,
yeah, like I'm assuming again. This you know what happens when you assume. So I'm probably fucking wrong.
Yeah, this will be our last episode. We'll cancel that.
I'm assuming the wrestling scene in Italy isn't the strongest wrestling scene in the world.
No.
Right. So maybe you're a wrestling fan and you don't go to many local shows, and you heard, oh shit, Mercedes Moné showed up and won the title in this place with 100 people.
Even if you're a
I'm going
fan,
next
like,
time.
Oh, I remember watching her on WrestleMania or something like that at Sasha Banks, and then you go to it.
Yeah, and the next, she's coming back this weekend to defend the title. I'm fucking gonna go.
Or like I missed it last week, but I'm going this time.
It makes no sense. Oh.
By the way, if I ran a wrestling company, I'd give her my title. If I ran an independent wrestling company, she was interested in wrestling.
If the option was out there, I would be like, she can come here.
I'm giving her my world title. Never mind the women's title.
She can beat she can have the highest. I don't give. She can have all of them. She can have all the titles.
She can beat the women's and the men's world champion the same night.
Same night. Right. I will have her leave with all my championships.
She can have the tag titles too by herself.
Don't care.
Take them. Give a fuck.
My God. Tonight though, John Cena's last Raw appearance ever.
And you can watch you and Josh's react to it.
Sure can. It is at Madison Square Garden, New York.
The second best garden.
Yes. John Cena will be opening the show, much like he did last week. I think a lot of people are under the assumption he'll end up wrestling again on this show.
He announced he is wrestling.
He already did.
Oh, Adam Pearce announced that he did one of those like little videos when he's walking his dog, like he usually does. He did that this afternoon.
Okay. All right. So Cena will be wrestling and he'll be opening the show.
You probably already know it if you're watching this.
All right. Nikki Bella is going to speak about her actions from last week. We have 2 Last Time Is Now tournaments. We have the one that we mentioned, Gunther versus Javon Evans, which should be just spectacular.
Will probably be audio only for that match.
It's going to be spectacular. And then we have Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent. And I just told you a little earlier that Joe Hendry was signed. I would assume That would be my guess. That would be my guess there. And then we have a WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. It is Becky Lynch defending against Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree has 2 wins over Becky. Now, what most likely is going to happen here is Becky's going to wipe the floor with Maxine Dupree. However, what I think should happen here is I think AJ Lee should cost Becky the belt, and I think they should give the belt to Maxine Dupree.
She should keep getting these little, like, quote-unquote BS wins over Becky. Would be absolutely
yes. But I think Maxine Dupree, even if it's bullshit with AJ, I don't care. I think Maxine Dupree winning the women's IC title from Becky Lynch, that gives her such
and should be 3-0.
A rocket under her. Even if she only holds it for a month, whatever.
Her and Chelsea as the mid-card champions is absolutely perfect. Unbelievable.
That's what I would do, but I have a feeling it'll probably be more of the other way because I wouldn't be shocked if they just want Becky versus AJ Lee for the IC title to happen.
I'm also not going to bitch about. So.
Absolutely not. But I think it would be fun if AJ actually cost Becky and Maxine won the title and Becky just lost her fucking shit.
Because AJ versus Becky does not need a title.
Absolutely does not. Absolutely does not. That would be fun. But either way, like you said, Josh and myself will be here tonight or this morning, wherever you are. But when Raw is on the air, Josh and I will be here live on the Hive for our watch party, which we do every single Monday. And then we got a few other watch parties this week, CJ.
You can't get rid of JPJ on this channel this week.
No.
Double dose of JPJ on Monday. 2 of them. What else do you got? You got the Swarm, of course, on Saturday morning. And then you got the watch along on Saturday. You got 2 on Monday and 2 on Saturday, JPJ. Double dose.
And then we got that, and then we got the Hive view on Sunday, baby. So I'm all over the Hive this week. Yes, no. So I'll be doing the watch along for Raw. On Wednesdays, we have the AEW Dynamite watch party with Jamie and Peggy. That's always a blast. They do that every single Wednesday, like you said.
Hours,
and you
right?
this week is 3 hours in Boston. I will be in the building. I will be there live.
Spoiler.
I will be there live. Agganis Arena. You ever been to the Agganis?
Yeah, it's my sister used to go to UMass, so.
All right, fair enough.
That's an Amherst, right? Where that is?
No, that's the BU.
Arena, right?
It's the BU.
Oh, it's the BU one.
It's in the city, but it's like a little smaller. It's nice, but it's a little smaller.
You know what? No, I did because no, you're right. Because UMass played BU in hockey, and we went.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
they were in the. She got free tickets, obviously.
Dude, hockey.
I've been there for a hockey game.
One of the best conferences in the country. Hockey East, fucking dominant.
I've been to the UMass arena too, because obviously she went to UMass, and their hockey. People forget like how many good players play for UMass. As soon as you walk in, there's like a mural of Jonathan Quick, one of the best goalies of the 2000s.
Yeah, we have a lot. So we have obviously BU and BC are the big dogs. They've won national championships. UMass Lowell also is really good. UMass Amherst is good. Merrimack College has flirted in the Frozen Four. They're in Andover. They're not far from where so Merrimack College. Northeastern is decent. Maine always throws out Hockey East is fucking.
Speaking of hockey, real quick,
wild.
Again, the Bruins just beat the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens this week. Unbelievable.
Well, the Bruins they had an 8-game winning streak and it got snapped in Ottawa of all places, and they had like a 3-goal lead. They blew that one. Yeah. But then they bounced back. I don't know what happened because they started off 3-0, and I was joking around like 82-0,
and then lost like 6-0.
And then they looked like the worst team, and like they couldn't do anything. Yes. It looked like holy shit, we're gonna win 10 games.
The prime Wayne Gretzky Kings, or they look like the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, it was literally like, we're going to win 10 games. So we're going to have a number 1 pick because this team fucking trash.
We're going to win 65 or 15, one or the other.
Yeah, and then they went on 7 straight, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Hey, but I guess what? It doesn't matter how bad the streak is, beat the belt the ass of the Maple Leafs every time.
Always. It's like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter doesn't matter if they're the best team and we're the worst. Vice versa. Don't matter. We're beating you.
Beautiful.
Well, you do not beat us. You do not beat us when it matters.
Impossible.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with the Bruins. I hate the goalie still. I hate Swayman. He's having a good year though, but I just
we'll get into we'll do a little hockey this weekend.
The whole contract thing last year bothered the piss out of me. I was like, if I wanted to, I'm not a violent man, but I would have maybe tried to strangle. Like, you are a nobody. You are a nobody, sir. You are a nobody.
Just a hockey thing. People that aren't like hardcore hockey fans, the goalies are always very tiny IRL, by the way. They're the smallest people on the team usually.
Yeah, because they're covered in pads.
People don't realize that. I know, but I'm saying if you don't really know a lot about hockey, you're just like, oh, that guy's like 6'5", 230.
Oh, yeah.
He's like 5'8", 140.
Also, the goalies are also fucking weirdos, man.
Oh, they're sociopaths.
They're like the kookiest dudes on the team.
Yes.
Like, they're bananas.
Weird. Yes, that is correct.
In your lifetime, who do you think was the best goalie you ever saw? I'm a little older than you, so.
I was still Patrick Waugh wasn't retired yet.
Yeah, but you were there probably in at the end.
So the one that I've seen like the prime of Brodeur
was good. Yeah,
Brodeur I saw the prime of.
He started in like the mid-90s. Did you not watch a lot? Did you not watch a lot of Hasek?
Sabres guy? Yeah,
I thought he was fucking unbelievable.
I think Brodeur might be the best ever anyway. Though, so
and then there's
obviously Patrick was. I think him and Brodeur are kind of interchangeable at 1 and 2, might be.
Yeah. Fucking A, dude. Then 2011 though, that run that Tim Thomas had, my God, I've never seen anything like it. That guy you couldn't fucking get the impossible.
The funniest part is before and after that he went into hiding.
Yeah.
Before that, no one ever heard of him. After that, no one ever heard of him.
No, but I feel like in that playoffs, he was just like, if you score one goal, we're winning. We're winning the game.
Yes,
we're winning the game. It was fucking unbelievable. But anyway.
I don't want the off seasons to come because that means there's no sports on. But because we're gonna come up with some funny ass lists, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to those days. I'm gonna have to think and like write down shit and write notes.
We need to do drafts because then we can piss each other off by taking each other's people.
I would love to do drafts. I love to do drafts.
I love to do that. We'll do that too, by the way, here on the wrestling show. Like when it's like the weird lull periods, like after WrestleMania and stuff like that. Because WWE does nothing in May or June leading up to Money in the Bank and SummerSlam.
It's true.
And now they flipped it, right? So SummerSlam's before Money in the Bank now because that's here in New Orleans.
Yes,
August.
I think it's just for next. I think it's just for next year though, because I think they are. Yes. I think it's just for next year, which is weird.
But by the way, I like that better though.
I don't hate it because it gives something in the
be at WrestleMania. Real quick, first of all,
yes.
But if I had to be a pay-per-view, I'm fine doing it after SummerSlam. Put some more distance in between WrestleMania.
But I like that because after SummerSlam, like yes, Survivor Series is still a big thing, and
that's still their
I get it.
Right now,
yeah, but Money in the Bank being in between SummerSlam and Survivor Series, that makes sense to me because it makes the fall more exciting because the fall is and Money in the Bank is where you're supposed to try new shit and like give an upper mid card guy the fucking briefcase. They and just kind of all right, let's see what happens.
Give it to fucking Otis.
Hey. If COVID didn't happen, that would have went differently. I like Otis. I
like him. I don't need him flirting with.
I like Otis.
He's Mark Briscoe.
Whoa. See,
she doesn't.
Don't talk shit about Otis. Uh oh. Don't talk shit about Otis. Don't talk shit about Otis.
She is not doing good.
Yeah. Well, we're at the end here. Before we get out of here real quick, though, Rebel, AEW's Rebel, she announced that she has been diagnosed with cancer. So we wanted to send our best wishes to her, obviously. For anybody that I know that has ever had the chance to talk to her or anything like that, they say she's a wonderful woman, one of the best in the business. So obviously we are sending our wishes and best of luck to her. So I wanted to mention that at the end here. CJ, it's okay. We're getting out of here. Go check out. That's on me. They know. Yeah, that is on you. That is on you. Go check out our pals at W Energy. This episode of The Swarm was powered by W Energy, as every episode is. Multiple flavors to choose from. No extra sugars, no jitters. It's all clean energy. You don't get that feeling you feel sometimes after you drink an energy drink because it's all clean. It's all natural. And they are where to go. If you go to w.gg, you type in that promo code The Hive, you get 10% off your order. So, CJ, let the people know where they can follow you.
CJF Rights on Twitter.
All right, there you go.
I call it that.
Yes, I never call it that. It's Twitter.
Now.
Oh, I can't access it on my phone. I have to go on the computer to
Yes, it's fucking ridiculous.
So I'll get a notification saying that you sent me a message, but when I try to go to the message on my phone, it doesn't let me go. It's old fucking messages. So I have to go on my computer to. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Anyway, on that note, Raw watch party later on. Me and Josh, Dynamite watch party, Full Gear watch party. Follow us here at the Hive. That's what the dogs are yelling. They're saying, yes, do it. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the bell. The dogs know. The dogs know. You know what? Listen to dogs. All right, we're getting out of here. Appreciate you all. We'll see you on Saturday talking some sports. For CJ, for the dogs, we're out of here. Peace out.